The following information is offered to you absolutely free by the law offices of John T. Orcutt, a law firm dedicated to getting good, honest, hardworking people just like you out of debt and back on track. Now, Attorney John Orcutt.
Are you ready for some new, exciting, and helpful information that can change your life forever? If so, sit back, relax, and listen. We are going to show you how to get help and fast protection concerning debts, bills, and other financial obligations, and it's easier than you may think. First, before we begin, let's talk about that new bankruptcy law. In 2005, a new bankruptcy law went into effect. Most people think, as a result, it is now difficult or impossible to file for bankruptcy protection. Not true, and I should know. I have filed over 4,000 families under that new law. The truth is, in most cases, you can get as much help under the new law as you could have under the old. The biggest difference is that there are a few more forms to fill out and file. Is this a problem? No, that's our job. What you need to know is this: the bankruptcy law is alive and well and here to help. Got debt? Need help? Call us. Okay, let's move on. If you have too many bills to pay and the pressure is on, don't give up. Get help. And if you want help with something, you call a professional. Fixing bill problems is what we do for a living. If there is a way to fix your problem, we will find it. And you can get answers without paying a cent, because we offer you a totally free consultation with an experienced professional. We will answer all your questions, tell you all your options, and tell you how you can get started quickly and easily. And we have 4 offices to choose from: Raleigh, Durham, Wilson, and Fayetteville. We have helped over 30,000 families. Chances are we can help you too. Maybe you need to get another loan. Maybe you need to refinance. Maybe you need to get a second job or need to get rid of some expenses. Maybe all you need is some help reworking your budget. No matter what you need, we can help. As a last resort, there's bankruptcy. We can show you how bankruptcy works, how it can put bill collectors under control, how it can protect property, how it can get rid of some bills, and how it can lower payments on others. For example, say you owe $10,000 in credit cards and medical bills. If you qualify, you can get rid of those bills completely for $0 to $15 per week. That's right, for only $0 to $15 per week. Bankruptcy can also help get the bill collectors off your back. Wouldn't that be nice? To force the bill collectors to call somebody else. And bankruptcy can help you keep and protect your property. That's right, keep and protect your property. Are you behind on your car, truck, or home? Is the repo man after your car or truck? Bankruptcy can stop repossessions. Is the bank trying to foreclose on your home? Bankruptcy can stop foreclosures. And bankruptcy can help you catch up on car, truck, and house payments quickly and easily. For example, say you are $3,000 behind on your home. We can show you how to catch up for as little as $18 per week. The truth is, there is only one thing this powerful: the United States federal bankruptcy laws. If you need it, it's the single most powerful protection you have. Still with me? Ready for some more exciting information? Great! Let's move on. Filing bankruptcy should always be your option of last resort. But think about it. Sometimes the last resort is the only solution. Everyone wants to pay their bills, everyone, and everyone wants to give their family all the things they need. But if you can't do both, which is more important? Your family, of course. Nobody wants to file bankruptcy, but the truth is, filing bankruptcy can free up the money to take care of your family. Wouldn't that be great? Using the bankruptcy laws, in just 12 months, our law firm got rid of over $39 million in debt for a total of over 1,000 families, right here in Eastern North Carolina. Let me repeat that. We got rid of $39 million of debt for a total of over 1,000 families. That's a lot of money. This ranged from a low of $2,500 per family to a high of over $100,000 per family. That's an average of $38,600 per family, money that was totally forgiven and will never have to be paid back. Talk about freeing up money. And filing bankruptcy doesn't mean you're a failure. Lots of good, honest, hardworking people have financial problems. In fact, as we speak, millions and millions of Americans are in financial trouble. The problem is so bad that this year, with people losing jobs and an economy in trouble, they project over 1 million people will file for bankruptcy protection. 1 million people who will get a fresh start and protection that only filing bankruptcy can provide. So why not you? Are your bills making you feel the pressure? Well, now at least you know you are not alone. Now sit back, relax, and listen to this. This is important. Bankruptcy doesn't work the way you think. Let me repeat that. Bankruptcy doesn't work the way you think, and I will prove it right here, right now. Here's an example. People think that when they file bankruptcy, they will lose everything. Not true. Most of our bankruptcy clients don't lose anything except their bills. For example, we have clients all the time who keep houses, cars, trucks, as well as all their household goods. So if someone tells you that filing bankruptcy means you will lose everything, they are not telling you the truth. That's just not the way the law works. People also think that filing bankruptcy will hurt their credit. Not true. Think about it. Not paying your bills on time is what hurts your credit, not bankruptcy. By the time you need to file bankruptcy, your credit is already messed up, maxed out, or dead. And if your credit is already messed up, maxed out, or dead, bankruptcy can't hurt it. In fact, and you need to hear this, filing bankruptcy will actually help you rebuild your credit. That's right, you heard me correctly. Filing bankruptcy will actually help you rebuild your credit. Why? Because the first step in rebuilding credit is to get rid of some debt, and that's exactly what bankruptcy does best. You see, getting rid of some debt puts you in a position where you can handle more credit, and this is important. Because being in a position to handle more credit makes you more attractive to banks and other lenders. Why? Banks and other lenders are always on the lookout for people who can handle more credit. And they want to give you more credit, but not until you get rid of some debt. And the fastest way to get rid of debt is to file bankruptcy. The truth be told, filing bankruptcy not only helps you rebuild your credit, but it may also be the fastest way for you to rebuild credit. Worried that filing bankruptcy will hurt your credit? Don't be. The truth is that as soon as you finish your bankruptcy, your mailbox will be filled with offers for new credit. It's true, but don't take my word for it. Find somebody who has already filed bankruptcy and ask them. Think you got a lot of pre-approved credit cards before bankruptcy? Wait until you file and finish your bankruptcy. A recent survey of 1,200 families showed that on average, the offers of new credit nearly doubled after bankruptcy. Want to hear a real shocker? Some of the same creditors you list in your bankruptcy case and therefore wipe out. The same creditors who tell you over and over that filing bankruptcy will hurt your credit will be some of the first creditors to come running after you after bankruptcy with offers of new credit. It's true, I know it, the same survey confirms it, and now you know it. According to that survey, a full 23% of the new credit offered to people after bankruptcy was offered by the same companies listed and therefore wiped out in bankruptcy. In my experience, after bankruptcy, getting new credit won't be your problem. Your problem will be getting offered too much credit. Let's move on. Some people think that bankruptcy is just for poor people. Not true again. All kinds of people file bankruptcy. We have represented people in every walk of life and in every type of job, including doctors and lawyers and policemen and firemen. People think that if they file bankruptcy, everybody will know about it. Not true again. The truth is that in most cases, the only people who will know you have filed bankruptcy are the ones that you slip and tell. Lastly, creditors will tell you that filing bankruptcy is bad for you. But think about it. Bankruptcy gets rid of debt, and this gets these creditors out of your wallet for good. So when these creditors tell you that filing bankruptcy is bad for you, what they really mean is that your filing bankruptcy is bad for them. There are even ads on TV that tell you that filing bankruptcy is undignified. Not true. I'll tell you what's undignified. Undignified is when you have to bum rides to work because you didn't file bankruptcy and your car got repossessed. Undignified is when you have to beg your brother or sister to take you in because after your car got repossessed, you couldn't get to work and lost your job. Undignified is when the sheriff throws your belongings out on the front lawn because you didn't file bankruptcy and instead you lost your house to foreclosure. Undignified is when, because you didn't file bankruptcy, you continued to pay your creditors at the expense of your family. Still with me? Good. Let's move on. The bankruptcy laws were created by the federal government, and these laws can help almost anyone. What can the federal bankruptcy laws do to help? The bankruptcy laws stop foreclosures, repos, wage garnishments, lawsuits, judgments, bill collectors, harassment from any of the people that you owe money to, and much more. The bankruptcy laws are powerful. They carry the full weight of the federal government. These laws allowed you to discharge, which means get rid of and never pay back, debts, bills, and other financial obligations, and to keep almost everything you own in accordance with state and federal exemptions. For example, let's say you have $50,000 in credit card bills, $30,000 in medical bills, $20,000 in other unsecured personal loans, and if you tried to repay these debts, it could take you 15 to 20 years, not months, years. Using federal bankruptcy laws, in most instances where you don't have enough money to pay your normal living expenses to begin with, you can get rid of these debts and start over fresh without the real burden of bills. Of course, there are some things that must be paid, like real estate loans, auto loans, taxes under certain conditions, etc. But even these can be paid over a period of time. And this frees up more money for your normal monthly living expenses. The whole idea is to use federal law to start fresh and to help you stay within a budget, so as not to get too deep in debt again. It's breathing room and a chance to get your life back. If you are sick of getting pushed around, feeling angry and upset, and losing sleep, and if you want to get your life back, now is the time to do something about it. And the best thing is, you have nothing to lose because the consultation is free. You can come in, see us, get lots and lots of valuable information, and then leave. No strings attached. That's our guarantee. Now, let's talk about the difference between straight bankruptcy, known as Chapter 7, and the consolidation of bills, known as Chapter 13. Straight bankruptcy, or Chapter 7, allows you to discharge, which means get rid of and not pay back debts, bills, and financial obligations, and to keep almost everything you own as per state and federal exemptions. Often, you pay back nothing and keep everything. Straight bankruptcy, in most instances, gives a family or single adult the chance to start again without the real burden of bills. Straight bankruptcy allows you to start new credit fast and buy property almost immediately, even an automobile or a house. Did you know that many people do straight bankruptcy, Chapter 7, and keep their home, car, furniture, cash in the bank, and pay back nothing? Well, they do. It's federal law, and it's your right. Many people come into our offices and say, "My mom and dad have always told me that if I did straight bankruptcy, I'd never be able to buy a house or car again." Well, in the old days, that might have been true. Today, that's not the case. We hear story after story of former clients who were able to buy a home. Filing bankruptcy actually helps because it frees up income and because it improves your debt-to-income ratio. Same for a car. There are car dealers that every day advertise in the newspaper and on TV that bad credit and bankruptcy are no problem. These dealers want your business. Of course, you need a down payment and you will also need to be working. But those are things you can work on after federal bankruptcy laws get that financial monkey off your back. Once you're out of debt, you can start Building new good credit fast. The idea is to understand your legal options, and that's what this information is all about. Bankruptcy is not the end. For many people, it's the beginning of a brand new worry-free life. Bill consolidation under federal law, that is Chapter 13, is an alternative to straight bankruptcy. If you're behind on such things like your car payment, truck payment, house payment, or if you have tax debt or student loan debt, and you feel like you're slowly sinking in a sea of debts, bill consolidation is an excellent option. Bill consolidation under federal law is not a loan. It is United States federal law using Chapter 13 of the Bankruptcy Code, and it requires creditors to take less money monthly over a longer period of time. Bill consolidation under Chapter 13 is a powerful law because it's federal law. Large corporations, banks, finance companies, credit card companies, repo men, and bill collectors all know they have to immediately stop the scare tactics. And the best part is, no more nasty calls at home or work. This type of bill consolidation gives you and your family peace of mind. That's number one. But it also does a lot more. It stops foreclosures. It stops wage garnishment. It stops creditors from taking cars, trucks, and motorcycles. It stops the repo of furniture and other household goods. It stops the late charges, interest, and penalties on credit cards, taxes, and loans. How fast can you start? That's easy. Set up your free consultation with our office. After we've answered every question you have, and then some, we would be happy to open a file for you with only a $75 initial deposit. That's right. For just $75, you can hire an attorney. Then together, we can work toward getting you the help and protection you deserve. So unless you love to argue, get red in the face, have your blood pressure jump through the ceiling, and end up frustrated, angry, and feeling helpless, we can do something about it. Hey, we know the feeling. The difference is that we know the laws, and bill collectors don't scare us. If you want some peace and quiet in your life, $75 is all it takes to at least get the ball rolling. Get protection fast. We are the law offices of John T. Orcutt. We're good people, and we're here to help. Want to set up a free consultation? Here's how. During normal business hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., just call 1-800-899-1414. That's 1-800-899-1414. If you call during the evening or any time during the night, please leave your name and your telephone number where you can be reached, and we will get back to you in the morning. Or how about this? Can't sleep? Want to set up an appointment now? Don't want to just leave a message? And don't want to wait until the next morning to put things in motion? No problem. During the evening and all through the night, you can also set up your own appointment using this website. On the left side of this website, just click on the large yellow button that says Free Consultation Now. In just 5 quick and easy steps, you can set up and set aside an appointment just for you at any one of our 4 offices. Lastly, please understand that results achieved by filing bankruptcy will vary depending upon your goals, assets, debts, income, and expenses. I hope this information has been helpful, and I thank you for listening. We look forward to serving you.